What's up guys, Kerry from KJB back again with another episode of the Leicester City career mode. I hope you are enjoying the revival of this series. Now, I've got to come clean. Last episode, it didn't save properly, so I've had to redo the transfer window. All the same players are in and out. That is fine. They might have gone to different clubs, but most importantly, the result against Leeds, a 3-0 that you saw, I had to simulate it to get a win. We only won 2-1 in the end, but that is fine. We're up to date. The same players are in the club, same players out of the club. We haven't got that offer on Hermanson that we had at the end of last episode, but we still do have 3 signings we can make. We're looking at a right back to replace Wan Bissaka because he did go. Rather than Arsenal, I think he went to Newcastle. And yeah, it's looking fairly good. We're at a bit of a period where we are waiting on scout reports back, so we're straight away up against West Ham United. We will play that game, but in terms of the transfer hub, we'll have a quick reminder of who we've got. Rico Lewis is definitely an option for right back, but we are scouting plenty more, as you can see. In terms of other positions, obviously there are players like Alex Scott, Archie Gray, who do look phenomenal. We do need a backup striker. That's definitely the case as a third choice. Not going to be desperate for game time, so Yildiz does tick that box. But I'm not going to rush into it. I'm going to play this game against West Ham first, get a feel for the team and make some decisions from there. West Ham have a fairly similar team. They've still got Kudos, Souček, Bowen, Areola. They do have the world's most overhyped player in Ruben Neves, and Koleosho, the Burnley winger, has made his way to West Ham. For us, this is a team I am using. It is going to probably be a very similar starting 11 throughout until we make a few signings. Hermanson in goal, Justin Danso, Gehi, Matson, Pujan Kraub in front of him, Barnes, Dewsbury Hall, Clark and Orban in attack. See, we did thump Leeds. We did look unconvincing in the last episode. And we are at home. I'd like our home form to be a bit more formidable, a bit more of a fortress at the KP this season. But we'll take what we can get. If we can get a result, we'll take a result. Lotzed puts the ball up for Kudos, but Gehi has made a brilliant step in, the captain of this team. Real life at the minute, we are still without a manager on the return to the Premier League. I do think it's worrying that we've not signed anyone yet. I'd like to see someone in sooner than later. Potter and Corberan, the West Brom manager, are the 2 favourites. I'd love to see Potter come in, but I personally can't see it. If it happens, then absolutely brilliant, but I just don't see it. I've said to Johnny from the start, why aren't we going for someone like Michael Carrick and try and get an up-and-coming manager? If we're going to get a points deduction, we may as well get someone whose reputation isn't necessarily going to be hurt if we do go down. Whereas I think it might hurt the likes of Potter. Relegation on his CV isn't going to look good, despite the fact we might have minus 15 points throughout the season. Comments today, my question to you is, who do you think Leicester should get as a manager in real life? Because the options out there are very, very mixed in terms of who we could get. I'd just be curious to see who you think. I'd love one of Potter, Corberan, Carrick, like I said, would be a very interesting choice. But the sooner we get someone in, the better, because we are a very slow at reacting team. Good save, Hermanson. I hate short corners on this game. They just annoy me because you can't get close to him. Orban gets his pocket nicked by Livramento. It is a great little tackle. Bowen, can he put the ball in this time? He drags it back for Kudos. Kudos in the box, gets space, scores. West Ham go 1-0 up. It's not brilliant defending. That's something I am really trying to work on. But Kudos just skips away, blasts it near post. I kind of expect Hermanson to cover the near post a lot better. But nevertheless, we are 1-0 down. Push to Orban. Orban gets it. Can't get through the defence. They're just solid. Great tackle. Harvey Barnes. Kraus gets it there. We just cannot get it through their backline. We are very sloppy in front of them. You've probably not seen many highlights at all in this one. It's just been a very poor showing by us. Kudos has to run again. Lotzek, Danso in the way. And now we're looking to get forward. Can we get forward quickly? Clark goes for the ball for Barnes. Barnes can run. Cuts inside. Harvey Barnes is going to go for it from the edge. Gets a save out of Areola. That's the brightest we've looked so far this half. Orban nicks it very high up. Clark. Puig. We've slowed the attack right down. That is a shit ball as well. Come on, wake up. Gonna have a go at Matson. Matson's just led him through. Kudos. We're not having a repeat of that. Neves with the strike. Hermansen saves. Good header by Clark. It only goes as far as Jared Bowen. And Souček gets a chance on the edge. Hermansen saves again. West Ham are battering us. Ball goes in. Hermansen catches it through the body. Now we're breaking. Gift Orban. Puts a very strange ball in, but it don't matter. Matson has a bit of space to run into. Gives it for Harvey Barnes. Barnes gives it to Dewsbury Hall. One more for Clark. One more out for Justin at the right back position. Shoots with his left foot. Bends it in that far corner. As much as he had a poor game defensively, going forward he's done that. We really are counter-attack FC, and we've worked it from one side of the pitch to the other, as you've seen many times this series. And Justin, it's a very, very good left-footed finish for the right back. Very nicely done by him. Clark wants a bit of a run himself. Can you get going then? Puig, ball down the line for Orban is brilliant. Puts the ball deep. Harvey Barnes is in the box. Drags it across. Dewsbury Hall gets the chance. Great save, Areola. Harvey Barnes is on it. Matson isn't going to get there. The pass has been shocking. Now the counter it is. They are really going for it. That's a great ball through. Gehi fouls him. It's a penalty. That is crap. That is absolutely crap. It's a yellow as well. That's fine. 3 changes, and Buemo, Baldanzi and Diddy all coming on. But we've got a penalty to try and save first. Klozec against Herman, so I'm going bottom left. It's the other way. No arguments there. It was a pen. We've just been absolutely caught out at our own game, unfortunately. Pulls it back for Gift Orban. One more from Buemo. Just come on. Can he get it up and over Areola? He tries it just over the bar. I don't really know what I'm doing going for a chip like that. That's dangerous. Abraham thankfully has missed the ball. Gehi is leading the counter-attack. Right, guys, we're 1-0 down. Where are you? There's no one going forward. There we go. Right, Orban gives it to Baldanzi. Can he get it back? Orban again. Put it out there for Justin to run onto. Justin takes it down. Puts it across. Jack Clark at the back post. It's not. Orban, it's fell to. What a finish. He only needs one chance. He's struggled to get service all game, but takes it on his chest, brings it down to volley it. What a finish. Just put it past Areola, powers it past him, hopefully gets us at least a point. Right, we've got a chance to counter-attack in the 90th. Baldanzi gives it to Mbuemo. Mbuemo's got Justin on the overlap, he's used him. Can we get it forward? Justin back towards Mbuemo. Mbuemo knocks it over. Baldanzi, make a name for yourself. Unlucky, good save goalkeeper. One last chance though from the corner. Can we absolutely nick 3 points? Puig puts it in. Orban is the target. Not quite found him. Gehi knocks it down. Going in again. It's gone all the way over. Baldanzi scoops it back in. It's saved by Areola. 2-2. I think we did well to come back. We definitely did well to come back, but we definitely have some improvements to make. In terms of the next player I want to bring in, I'm going to go for Alex Scott of Regen, former Bournemouth player on this career mode. We've got a hell of a lot of money to spend, and I think he's someone who could probably rival Puig in that starting centre midfield slot. I'm going to offer 35 mil with a 15% sell-on clause. They do want Dewsbury Hall, and I don't want to sell Dewsbury Hall. I might offer Salim Ibrahim as an alternative. He's got quite a good market value. Bump this up to 20 million, give them a player in exchange. They just want 40. I am going to play hard, but I'm going to break it down to 37.5. They accept it. We'll delegate his wages. We'll start him at 75, put him up to 90 and see what he says at that. Hermansen does get the same offer as last time out. It's not quite Juventus, but like we said, if we can get upwards of 50 million for him, we may be looking at a new goalkeeper. I think that might be your answer. 57 million. Hermansen's available. Let's do it. Importantly first, before Hermansen does depart, Alex Scott comes in. He does come in as the new number 8. and you'll see his dribbling and passing stats are very, very good. I'd like him to probably do a bit more playmaking and eventually take over Pooch's role. Pooch is 28 at this point, he's entering his prime, but having a competition with Scott might be very, very good for this squad. It does mean Braybrook drops to the bench, but he's probably worth it in terms of the upgrade we're going to get. Next up though is a very difficult game. Liverpool are the opponents. They do have a very good Cody Gakpo, a Regen midfield, and Theo Hernandez is a very, very difficult player to play against, playing at left back. Meanwhile, we are going to start like this. Fataru is going to come in and make a second debut, kind of, and Hermansen is probably going to play his last game for the club. Away at Anfield, we've done it before, we can do it again, but this is one of the toughest places to go in football in terms of trying to get a result away from home. I think there's probably going to be more opportunity for us to counter-attack than there was against West Ham, who set up very, very well defensively against us. But it probably suits our style a little bit more against Liverpool, trying to just catch them out quickly on a break and going from there. I will take a look at some of the ratings on the team. Interestingly, Salah is only an 80 rated right winger now. They've got a weak midfield, in all honesty, but their defence does pick up a lot. So maybe it's not as bad as first thought. They do have the likes of Archie Gray, Bosley still, so I don't know if they're just not taken seriously in the midfield. But if they want to underestimate us, that's at their risk. I hate playing Theo Hernandez. He's just dangerous on the left wing. What a ball that is. Maatsen heads it back for Hermansen to claim. It's good defensive play by them too. Fuentes on the ball, and Diddy just steps in, puts a tackle in. Gehi wins that one back, and we are looking to counter right here. Jack Clark gets the other side of Sepp van den Berg. He's going for it. Jack Clark on his left foot. No, he's not. He's on his right. Alisson makes a brilliant save. Puig with the corner, whips it in. Orban the target, gets another save out of Alisson. That's a nasty tackle on Fatu. It's gone straight through the back of him, and the ref isn't even going to give him a card. Right, Puig gets it on that left wing, went to whip a ball across. We are looking, arguably, for just more up for it team in this one, which is a very, very good sign if you ask me. Jack Clark gets it. Dewsbury Hall knocks it back out to Maatsen on the edge, puts it across. Abdul Fataru stretches at it. But again, we pick it up. They can't get out of their half, which says a lot considering we struggled against West Ham. Puig to Gehi. Gehi out there to Fataru on his left, finesses it over the bar. That's a poor ball. Jack Clark has just absolutely pinched it. He's going down to the byline, pulls it back, and Diddy, Dewsbury Hall, Puig. Puig gives it to Fataru in the box. Alisson saves it again. Now it's a big chance for Abdul. We're putting a hell of a lot of pressure on Liverpool, but I know they are dangerous on the counter-attack like they're trying to do now. Players like Theo Hernandez can just take control in this game. Fuentes tries to feed Salah through, but he weren't quite up for that run. We do need to make this pressure we've got on them count. They are pressing us high, which is why we're finding gaps in behind. Maatsen gives it to Orban. Orban turns, gives it to Fataru. Surely third time lucky, and he's put it wide. Salah gives it to Gakpo. Gakpo goes for a shot on the edge. Maatsen's done really, really well to keep that under control. And that's a loose one, and Pedro Goncalves gets a chance. Hermansen, good save. Clark's done well against Salah. Puig is on it. Puig puts one forward for Orban to chase. Orban, heavy touch, but it's got past Schneider. I think he's caught him a bit unaware. Orban pulls it back. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall out there. James Justin on the edge. Is he going to shoot? He does. Puig again. Dangerous corner. Up towards Orban. Danso in the box. It's a penalty. Curious as to what it's for, really. He has just need him in the bollocks. So fair enough. Fair enough. He has need him in the bollocks. Orban to step up. Gets it in the green. Going top right. Smashes it in. Gift Orban with his one shot of the game so far. Puts Leicester 1-0 up against Liverpool. Couldn't really ask for more going into half-time. I am going to make a couple of changes though. Aldanzi's going to come on for Dewsbury Hall. And I am going to give Kobbie Mainoo a go for Ndidi at CDM. They've come out of a bit between the teeth. Gakpo straight away gets a chance and Hermansen saves it. Palacios puts it up. Theo Hernandez, he's dragged Danso out of position. That's a good header by Gakpo, and even better save by Mads Hermansen. Fatterwood gets it. He puts the ball up. Gift Orban takes a touch around his man, goes for a shot against Alisson, but he's fumbled it more than anything. Alisson just claims that. Dangerous now because Kingsley Coman's come on for Mo Salah, and I remember him being dangerous on this series. Kingsley Coman puts it across. Hermansen does save it. Matson, he's going to have a chance to put it back post. Baldanzi has absolutely came out of nowhere, flies into it and puts us 2-0 up. I thought Hernandez had that all day long. It is a very, very good ball in by Ian Matson. I'm very surprised Baldanzi's got to it. I thought Hernandez had read the flight of the ball. But no, he's took a gamble on it, flung a foot at it, and maybe this is a revival he needs. Justin puts it forward, Fataway. Just cuts inside Tadibo with some R1 dribbling. Fataway goes to bend it. Fataway finds that far corner. Starboy has arrived now. I've got to say, he struggled in that first half. He had plenty of chances, just didn't take them. But that is the one he does take. On the right, bends it far corner, passing it on, stretching Alisson. Klopp's fuming. Klopp's not even there anymore, but he's fuming. All I'm saying is Liverpool should have took us seriously from the offset, played a stronger midfield against us, gone for it, and they'd have been alright. Salah at 80 rated on the wing just isn't Liverpool quality anymore. Good save, Hermansen. Danso looks to knock it away. Coman on the edge just didn't react. Now we're countering again. Baldanzi to Puig. Puts it there for Justin. It is the wrong pass. James Justin though. Puts one in. Jack Clark's the one trying to run onto it rather than Orban. Baldanzi fights for it. Clark gets taken out and wins a free kick. No, he doesn't. He's offside. You're going to look at this scoreline and think it just looks unrealistic. How can we allow this in this career mode? The honest thing is, I just play better against teams that press against me. West Ham was difficult because they sit back. They know how to just sit in and try and catch us out on a counter-attack. Whereas Liverpool are going for it. They've got a gegenpress going on. They're pushing men forward. It's a lot easier to play through that and try and counter-attack them, which fits our play style, than it is to try and break down a team like West Ham. Which is why you will probably see us play better against bigger teams, and then against lesser teams traditionally, you might see us struggle a bit because we just don't create chances against low blocks. That is a lovely bit of play by Scott, Moffey and Mbeumo. 3 subs who did come on. Mbeumo just goes to slot it. Alisson does make the save. 3-0 win away at Anfield. Very, very good for the season. Sets us up going into the Europa League at the start of next episode. Very nicely indeed. In the meantime though, we've probably got some signings we can make. So let's do that. Hermansen has now left the club. 57 million for the Leicester City goalkeeper. That is a very, very good sale, I think. So transfer deadline day it is. What I think I'm going to do is leave the goalkeeper. Oh, I need a goalkeeper. I think I'm going to go Nick Pope in goal. He's available on a cheap, 84 rated, 35 years old. But for this season, I think he'll be brilliant. And then we look and assess and go forward and look at a young upcoming goalkeeper for next season. We've got 3 signings left we can make. There are a few very decent players on this right back list who do intrigue me a fair bit. But James Justin has been very good there so far. We're going to go in for Pope to start with though. We're going to offer 3.8 million. I think it will be around this 4 million mark. Yeah. And then just offer him the wages that he does want. That is absolutely fine. In terms of reinforcements then, Justin can play left back and right back. He is starting right back at the moment. We do have Tommy Clark behind him. We've got Callum Doyle who can play left back. We've got a lot of these who are left-footed centre backs who can play left back as well. Cool, so Nick Pope has joined us. That is a very good goalkeeper on this season, and it gives us a chance to basically use him while he's still got a decent year left, and then look and scout for the next goalkeeper for this series. In terms of right back, I'm really tempted by Cameron Stewart at Arsenal. He's an 18-year-old regen. He's probably not going to get first few minutes. He's rapid, but he could do with a bit of improving in terms of his passing. Stand tackle's 85 rated. I'm going to go for him. I think he's the most exciting right back option I've seen so far. I will straight up just offer 25 million and a big sell on clause. They want Callum Doyle. That's a no. Go 27.5 million and see what they say at that. 11% sell on clause on that. Done. Easy. And we'll offer him the wage and see what he says. And he's accepted just like that. Cameron Stewart comes in as the right back. I don't plan on making another signing, even though I probably could do with a backup striker. I think we've got the likes of Mbeumo who could play there. Barnes, if desperate, could probably play there. Even Baldanzi. So I might save that one for January just in case of an injury. We've got one signing left. We'll use it then. In the meantime, though, this has been a very successful transfer window in my eyes. That is it for transfer deadline day, so we'll have a look. This is how the squad looks for the time being. I'm leaving Justin in, but Stewart is now the bench option with the idea of he will replace Justin as the season goes on. Baldanzi, the way he's playing at the minute, hopefully he can stay injury free and he might put Dewsbury Hall back on the bench. But this is a team that is definitely going to be up there challenging. Puig, he's got Scott for competition now, and Diddy, he's got Kraus for competition now. It's a very good team, a very good bench, and a lot of these players have a lot of potential. So it's very, very exciting going into this next part of the career mode where we are just going to play game after game after game. In terms of where I join you again, I feel like we should have some Europa League games coming in at some point soon. If not, it'll probably be Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, but I'm sure there'll be a Europa League game that comes in. You'll see next episode. It'll be around that time. I'll do a couple off camera in the meantime. If you have enjoyed though, please leave a like on the video, comment with any feedback, subscribe to more from us, and I'll catch you next time.